I am Kemel Zaidan, and developer evangelist for Local Web, which is the biggest hosting company in Brazil.
So I'm Eduardo Carrara. I'm actually developer for almost 10 years now. Currently working with Android. I'm a mobile specialist and also organizer on Google developer communities and this kind of stuff. So
My name is Felipe. I'm also a software developer. Actually, I'm more generalist than I'm not specialist in any language. I love Java. I love C Sharp. I love almost everything that you can program, even vacations, right?
Oh,
I
cool.
love to program
Vacations
that
are
also.
very nice.
And I've been working with IT for about 10 years also. I started in 2005, something, right? And today I'm currently playing around with IoT stuff, Android, some things around .NET also, and as always, Java. I love JavaFX. I went to Java 1 to play with JavaFX and touch screens, and that's it. This is
Cool.
who I am.
Like, well, everybody here on this table has a evangelist experience, previous experience, right? So, like, what do you guys think that are the most important thing for someone to be successful in this, like, well, let's say the IT career? What do you guys think?
Go ahead.
well, that's a very good question. I think that when I first started, you have to be. I had to be very open-minded. So in my first job as a developer, I used to work with COBOL.
Oh,
So this is
nice.
something that not a lot of people hear a lot right now. And after that, I had the chance to work with Visual Basic 6. Then I went to C++,
Like,
and then
did
Java.
you like COBOL?
Yes, actually, it's a
Really?
very interesting language. It's different from Java and other languages because you have a lot of rules that you have to follow, and but you have to be very open-minded to learn stuff. So when you are starting, of course, there are a lot of things that you love that you can study and go deeper on that. But you should be open-minded to start somewhere, to have the environment of a company, understand how teams works, how project works, know people, and you have to be very open-minded for that. So
Cool.
I think that's for starters. I think that's a very good tip. So Felipe, what you have to say about it?
Yeah, as I said, I always loved to develop software, right? So since the beginning, I was, if anyone asked me, oh, you need to develop in Python, in C++, C Sharp, VB6, whatever language they asked me, and I was open-minded to do that. I never chose my most loved ones, right? Actually, I love Java and C Sharp, the same thing, right? Both languages are really cool and really neat. But the thing of being open-minded and be aware that each technology, each programming language has their own strong points and weak points. It's a thing that I think it's important. You need to consider all the options and choose for the technology that is more suitable for the solution that you are looking for. Sometimes you're going to go with COBOL because
And also if you don't experiment, how you ever know
yeah,
what you
yeah,
like?
that's
Mhm.
life.
So it's
Yeah.
very important. What about you, Kemal? How do you started?
Oh, that's a tough question because I, w- I would need lots of time to explain how it started. But like, I'm kind of different from you guys. Like, I didn't really started as a programmer. Like, I decided to be a programmer from in the past because I started my well. The first thing that I studied was performing arts. Then and well, it's hard to be an artist in Brazil. So like, but I always liked it. Computers, like I've learned Logo. Do you know Logo?
Yeah,
Logo
yeah,
language.
Logo,
Sure,
right.
I've
it's
learned
awesome.
Logo when I was 8 years old. It was on
Logo
a
is the one with the turtle, right? That you
Yep.
need to move,
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to move
move
the
the turtle
turtle,
around and
Yeah,
draw
draw
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I was 8 years old on a TK 3000 computer.
Aha.
guys in there won't know, but it was actually an Apple II clone, a Brazilian Apple II clone. And
Crazy.
like, so I have always enjoyed technology and everything. So I started to enjoy more that and land. Then after I was already graduated, I went to study system development and analysis, and then switched my career to IT. So like it was something that I really didn't plan in the beginning. It was something natural. I usually say that there are some people who chooses their profession, and there are some people who are chosen by their profession.
It's
I
true.
was the
That's
one
true.
It's true.
chosen because
It's
like
true.
things started to work well, and then I realized I was already there. So I say, oh, I really love this. I enjoy doing this. It's easier to make money with this, so let's embrace it. So
Not
let's
that easy,
embrace it.
right?
Oh, you've never tried to be an artist in Brazil.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Comparing with
Maybe
being
like that,
artist,
if you try,
But-
you'll
but
see.
I think
But you see, like lots of things that I've learned on this profession are really useful to me right now. So
Yeah.
like, it has never been hard to me to speak in public, to make a presentation. It was really actually it was pretty easy, and I saw
actually-
people sweating to do that stuff, and I said, well, I was used to do stuff much harder than that. So like just get in front of people and present something was a lot easier than
yeah.
get dressed, make up, and try to.
But one thing that you said that I think it's really important for anyone that is starting a career. I think being in the place that you feel well, that you feel alive, and makes
Yes.
you be in your element, it's important for anyone. So it doesn't matter if you love being an artist or love being a developer. If you are in the point of your life that you say, "Hey, I love this. I'm not working. I'm playing. I'm having fun."
Mhm.
So I think this is something that also moved me a lot.
And also, I think it's very important that being a developer, it's not only about the technical skills.
Of
You
course.
have to have a lot of soft skills. So you have to know how to talk to people, how to communicate, how to share your thoughts, not only on your team, but with the community as well. So
Yeah.
you have
Yep.
to be able to go there and talk to people, express yourself about anything you like. And also being an artist, of course, helps a lot.
Yep.
And developers has a lot of issues with that.
Yeah, and what I think that it's pretty cool on the technology field is that there is a space for everybody. Like, and it's already a science made with collaboration from many others. So like,
Yeah.
it's very how do I say? You have things from linguistics, physics, math, and social skills, and so you have contribution for lots of science. So in studying, working on IT, you can already you can be a developer. You can go to the product field and you go to network, and then it's very different one from each other. So there is a space for lots of people involved. I don't know. I don't like to program, but I like to do this or I like to do that. So you have space to many kinds of people in the IT field. So this is one of the things that make it cool.
It's a very rich environment. So
Yes.
there's a lot of people from different cultures. For example, for instance, if you have the chance to work for a multinational company, for example, you know people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, you can work for Oracle, for example, or for IBM, or any other company that has offices all around the world. You can talk to a lot of different people. You have to know how to respect their cultures and how to work together with all these people, because it's hard. They think differently. They speak differently, even if they are speaking English. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it's another very important part of being a developer.
Even not working in big companies, you can also participate on open source projects. You can also
Yes.
participate in worldwide communities, right?
Yeah, actually, my beginning was on this kind of thing. That like I was used to contribute to open source projects in the beginning. First, not on technical stuff like on translation. I started with translation. Then I started to want. I wanted to know how stuff would work. So I said, "Oh, let's try to program, learn to program," and we were going to. So open source was a big issue on my beginning, and like, but coming back to the topic, what I think that this is very important is learning that you are responsible for your own learning. You know, like university majors and everything, and courses and certifications are very interesting, but they are not going to give you everything that you're gonna need. So you are the main agent of your own learning. So like you have to be the one that is going to and this is something that I really enjoyed, you know. So like I think this is important for me now. So let me go there and try to learn this.
Basically, they give you the north, right? They give you a direction that you can go, and you decide how you go there and how far you go, actually, right?
Yep.
You have to push yourself forward
Yeah, yeah.
because otherwise you're going to be stuck on time or with something old or not programming very well because you just don't read some articles or talk to people and develop your very own skills. This is very it's a cornerstone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one thing that I would like to think, we are not only responsible by our knowledge only. We are also responsible by giving it back to the community, giving it back to society and everything like that. So when you have opportunity to learn something, when you have opportunity to study something, maybe there are people that didn't have the same conditions as you to do something. So uh, attending events as a speaker, promoting activities with community. I think it's giving
Writing a
back.
blog post,
Yeah,
maybe.
writing,
Yeah.
even writing a simple blog post,
Mhm.
sharing your knowledge. It's one thing that you are responsible for, because if the knowledge dies with you, there's no sense in passing it forward. And science is based like that, right? Everyone do research, and you go there and take a research and extend it and go far away and give the credits. And I think the important thing, one thing that is really important in your career, is sharing knowledge and giving it back to society, community, or whatever place you want.
Especially because usually we build something on the shoulders of others
Of
because
giants, that they
yeah,
say.
because
Right?
we always start looking for an article or for a documentation or something that somebody else developed before you. So if you learn something new, and if you feel a difficulty around something, you really should try to go there and express that for other people to build on top of it.
Yeah,
This is, of course, really important. So
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, but you guys talked about being open-minded and build stuff on whatever they tell you to build. But like, there's the other side when you are the one. Of course, if we work for a company and they say build this using this technology, we go there and do it. But what about when you have the freedom to choose the technology you want, and you I say you are trying to learn something for pleasure. Like my experience is like I always tried to learn something that was more productive in the sense that I want my studying time to be worth in a way that I could use that technology to do lots of stuff and not only a small niche. What do you guys do? You guys feel that too, or not? Because like I say like I want to learn a new language. So which one I'm gonna choose? I say, oh, let's pick this one that I'm going to spend this time studying, but I will be able to do lots of stuff with that.
One thing that I believe as a generalist is that you need to choose something that will solve your problem, right? The first thing, when you start to develop something or start to do something, actually in life, you need to ask why, and what I am trying to solve. What is the problem that I'm trying to solve? The second step is to choose the language, technology, and whatever. Uh, there are cases that people are specialists. I think it's beautiful actually seeing people being specialists.
Mm-hmm.
But even when you are a specialist, you need to be open-minded. Not every time your programming language will be the best one to solve that problem. Not every time you have the final answer to anything. So I think you need to always try to see the other sides also, to see other technologies, other things.
Yeah, but like, don't you guys sometimes study something that is not with the purpose of solving a problem? Like, for example, me, I'm starting to learn Haskell just for fun, because I'm not going to use Haskell for something else. But I've had a contact with Haskell some time ago, a couple years ago, and didn't really understood that. And now you have this functional language wave coming back and everything. And so I say, oh, let's try. I'm not going to use it to anything. It's just for really fun. Do you guys have this
I try.
something else?
Yeah, I try to do something like that, but it's more like a way to try to develop new forms to look to problems.
New skills or
Yeah, for example, so let's have a look on functional programming. Because when I go back to object-oriented programming, will have some awesome ideas on how to do some stuff. And, or for example, let's try to have a look at how people are fixing problems on IoT. So when I go back to enterprise solutions, I can, I don't know, maybe use some of that ideas. So I like to look at my learning process with this lens. So of course, it's fun to get something, just go there, okay, let's program a
Experiment, yeah.
calculator or something to see how it works, and oh, it's really cool. But it really helps you to build more knowledge on when you go back to your main problem, your main role, or this kind of thing. So I also like to do crazy things like that. Let's go see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hobby, right? But
Yeah.
I think the importance of doing that is to open your mind to other perspectives, new ways to find out, new ways to solve different problems. So yeah, functional languages were something that I didn't even have in mind, and today we are a wave. IoT in the past, when I was in the college, the Internet of Things was something only for industry, right? It was expensive. It was not accessible to students, right? And today you can see basically an Arduino everywhere. So experimenting things, trying things, new things to solve old problems is always good. I think it's important also.
I like to see this kind of things looking to other professions, like for example, carpenters. For example, they build stuff, so they have to learn and create different tools to be able to build a whole lot of new things.
Yeah.
So being a developer is like that. A lot of people are creating tools and different stuff. You have to have a look at that and say, "Oh, this is really great." So I can create this whole new thing. I like to see things like that. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Agree.
Like, do you have time for something else more? Good, really.
Okay.
Who are the professionals that you guys look with like, oh, I wish I could be like this guy? Do you
So
get
very tough questions, right?
like,
Uh,
who are the ones that you see and say, wow?
well, we are on TDC, right? We can't say about Yara and
TDC is
Vinicius,
the
for example.
developers conference. I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
they,
the
they
developers
know, but
conference.
it's the developers conference. So.
So I think also Yara and Vinicius are very well known in the Java community. Also, they won a lot of awards. They are very nice nice people, right? They are good developers, good people to talk about. They are excellent professionals. But when you work a lot of time with community and when you have presence in different communities, I can say a really long list here of people that I admire. We have André Carlucci from the .NET community.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ubiratan Soares from the Android community. We have Bruno Souza from Java community. You from open source, right? When we met you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we heard a lot of cool stuff from you. So it's very difficult when you have community. You don't have the sense of unity of one person, right? Usually, you see a group of person that you say, "Oh, I would like to be like them," or "I would like to uh, be among them." So Edson Yanaga, we cannot forget Edson. Edson is he's a very very nice professional. He gave me a lot of insights about career, life, and things like that. So,
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So there's a lot of people that contribute with being role models, not only technical references. So they
yeah.
come here, they share that if you want to talk to any of them, you can stop them at the corridor and talk to them for hours. And all these people are always, I don't know, it's crazy. They are
That's
always
the
eager to
beauty of
share.
being here on
Yeah,
TDC,
yeah,
right? You can
that's
see
true.
people. I never thought in my life to have a chance to talk with the Java man, right? And yesterday I was saying hi to him, and we started an interview here. So basically, I think this is the beauty being in events and stuff like that. What about you? Do you have someone that you?
Oh, I have so many people too. Yes, but I really I can I can name few, but there are lots of people. Well, I admire Linus Torvalds, for example, for what he has done
Yeah.
and what he has achieved with Linux and Git and everything. I don't know. I like lots of people from the open source community, and for example, Stallman. Really like they are from almost opposite sides,
Yeah, yeah,
Linus
yeah,
and
yeah.
Stallman and
But
everything.
I
But I admire that Linus. I know both of them personally. I have the opportunity to meet them. Linus is very reserved and very introspective,
yeah.
and Stallman is hard to talk to him and everything. But I admire what he has done, what he has built and everything. He's a very smart guy, not very friendly to talk.
The contribution is nice. The
The
contribution
contribution,
and
the ideas and everything.
the way that they position themselves on
Yeah.
the community. They have strong opinions. They really fight for what they believe. This is something
Yes.
really nice also from them.
But the list is very long, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It wasn't a good question, really. But
Happens.
like, and what about projects or tools? If you have to give an advice to someone who is watching us, what would you tell them? Oh, take a look at this tool or this project because this is going to be cool.
It's crazy. That's also a very long list. But I have two things that I would suggest. One of them is Gradle. If you are on the Java community or Android or anything, Gradle is awesome. It's a really good evolution from Maven and all the old Ant and all this other build stuff. And also one thing that not a lot of people look to, it's LLVM. So it's a tool for creating
Mm-hmm.
new compilers and language.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very old, but it's very cool stuff. A lot of new things are coming from there. So
Yes,
a lot of
true.
new cool stuff from C++ is coming from there. So if you have the chance to look for the sake of curiosity or for the fun, have a look at that. So
One thing that I'm starting the romance, right? I'm starting to date yet is reactive programming. So RX, Java, the extensions for C Sharp and stuff like that. I think reactive programming is very, very interesting.
Yes.
It
True.
changes the way that you need to model your app,
Mhm.
your solution. So I think it's something that is coming stronger and it's a little bit hard to understand in the beginning. But if you study, you will see that adds a lot of value in the application and makes it smaller, makes it faster, and stuff like that. So,
Cool.
what about
Okay.
you?
Oh,
You
let me
need
give
to
my
answer
two.
also.
Well, let's see. Oh, I think reactive programming is pretty cool, pretty awesome, and I would tell guys to take a look at something more web focused. I'm pretty in love with Meteor framework. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's an Node.js framework, but pretty different from everything else I've seen before. It's starting from the point that it's not a MVC framework, so brings lots of different strange concepts it's pretty new stuff. Has this advantages and disadvantages in the way they are doing stuff, but I think it's something worth looking because well, I've enjoyed what I've seen so far. So I think take a look at that. If you're looking for some different framework, web framework that is different from anything else, take a look at Meteor framework. And I would say to blockchain technology from the Bitcoin. So like I believe that the future uses that they are going to make from the Bitcoin from the blockchain technologies are going to be pretty awesome. And if I have to guess, I would say that in the future we are going to see very nice stuff made with that. So
Yeah.
take a look at it. Cool.
I think
So-
that's it, guys.
Yeah.
That's
Any
it,
final thoughts?
No.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed our talk here. Our host is speechless. She doesn't have a voice right now.
Yeah. Thank you guys for the opportunity as well. So,
So
it
cool.
has been awesome
Yeah.
talking to you. So
If anyone wants to talk to us or
Yeah.
maybe sends us some questions or comments,
feel free.
feel free to. There is our Twitter handles here, I guess, right?
Yeah, TDC
Yeah, it's
also
there.
another
So you can
event.
see
Yeah.
there.
You can find me at
Or here.
Twitter
Here,
.com
Yeah.
/ Kemel Zaidan, and yours is Carrara,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah, and Felipe Pedroso.
Felipe
and almost
Pedroso.
all the social networks and things like that.
Me too. I'm Kemel Zaidan on almost every social network too.
Okay.
Thank you
So,
guys.
thank
Bye bye.
you guys.
Bye bye.